Hello, folks, and welcome to Crying Sons. You'll have to forgive this little bit of a haphazard intro. There's a video that plays right when you open the game, and I want to show you that. So I have to show you a little extra. This might be nothing, but it might be something. I didn't even stop to watch it myself. It was just, oh no, this is something. A game by Alt Shift. Come on. Sorry, I'm a little anxious here. I kind of want to get into the game, and it's Crying Sons. All those pillar things are kind of reminding me of the Vertical World series. Really? That's it? Oh, I was hoping it would be something a little grander. But that's fine. Now you may notice that the audio levels were a bit banjaxed. Let me just switch this. You saw the eyes here on the bottom third of the screen. Game capture, display capture. Just had to switch those around. You may have also noticed the audio bounce was terrible. There, presumably. That's because I haven't actually touched it yet. Well, it's on -8 because that's what I was recording Postal 2 in. Actually seems groovy. New game. It's kind of like a human torso. This construct. Ellis, Idaho. Yeah, that seems right. Where am I? A dwarf planet in the Outer Rim, most called Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. This, Admiral, is a top-secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces, the one and only of its kind. I'm Caliban, its Omni Guardian. I don't understand. You have died, Admiral, or to put it another way, the true version of you has died. You are his clone, identical to the original Ellis Idaho in every possible way, with some minor differences. When did Admiral Idaho die? How? Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clones' lives, as interesting as they must be. Extenuous to my directives, I believe. Which leads me to why I've awoken you. You must be curious, after all. I need your help. A machine asking for my help. Now I feel truly strange. Not just a machine, Admiral. An Omni. Short for Omni Mechanical Neo H Intelligence? Yeah, it seems to be H. Emperor Oberon invented us. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in danger. In danger? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about? Once every 4 years, under the most sacred of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped arriving. So you send the transmission yourself? I don't see the problem. That's just it. I can't. This facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire. They'll keep it secret. Something is wrong. I'm certain of it, and I've woken you so that we can fly out of here in an Omega-class battleship, no less, and see for ourselves. I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations. If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you command the battleship? Because of Oberon's Rubicon. Slight change in the spelling. The Rubicon is a river in northern Italy. Apparently it's not entirely known where it is. It was called the Rubicon during the Roman Republic. Apparently its exact position was lost. But if any general that crossed the Rubicon while in possession of their army had just declared war on the Roman Republic, they're all to divest themselves of such control before crossing it. Julius Caesar, for example, didn't. Crossing the Rubicon, it's pointing over turn phrase in modern parlance. Because of it's typically spelled with an I instead of a Y. Because of Oberon's, and also isn't it like Oberon King of Fairies, or was that Gargoyles? Might be both. Because of Oberon's Rubicon, it permits Omnis from commanding battleships. War is a human prerogative. Also, since I can assume the clones here are the best of the best, that'll make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job. I'll do a machine for Oberon and the Empire. It's my duty as an Imperial Admiral. Excellent. Now, just one more thing. Standard operating procedures require I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories? Emotional memories? Any memory linked to a strong emotion like love or hate. These memories, because of their complex neural pathways, will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid. I'm not sure. Then if you'll do me the honor of trying to recall one, any emotional memory will do. I can't, so much is blurred, broken apart. Don't worry, Admiral. Perfectly normal for this stage. You'll find rational memories in their hand, those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience, almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. Lastly, and this is important, these emotional memories return rather. When they return, you must tell me immediately. It's important for your safety, yes, your safety. Do you understand? I understand. Perfect. Now let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? We don't have a moment to waste. Please, Admiral. What is it now, machine? Call me Caliban. Excelsior! Improve squadron's repair time by 50%. Additional squadron docks. Add a squadron dock to use additional squadron in battle. The more you have, the more units can fight for your ship. Sports system. To power up and repair your squadron system, squadron dock recovery takes 13 seconds. Additional weapon docks, weapon support. Patched. Two officers left. Choose your officers. Okay. Manon Ahmad, spy, soldier, scientist. Officers, reach the second sector to change the officer clone branch. Batch. Advanced reload. Weapon reload time reduced by 15%. Proximity repair. Apply regen to all allied squadrons in your deploy zone for 10 seconds. Regen. Restore 2 health per second. Remove all time negative effects when applied. Increase the squadron speed by 25%. Famous. Sold at 3.5 the normal price in shops. I can sell her. I presume I have to select her, so I get her, but the bonus for her is like she provides no combat bonus or whatnot. Her bonus is just at the stores. Okay, we'll go with these two. Skills are used to resolve situations both on planetary expeditions and during events. Often a good idea to maximize the number of different skills you have among your officers. These represent the battleship's main systems, and an officer needs to be assigned to a system compatible with their special ability to use it. In case of critical damage to the battleship, all officers in the system will pair it with no compatibility issues. She does actually have two things though. Engineering and she's eruditian? Eruditian? I don't know. Loading. This is a roguelike, so I'm not sure how much I'll play this. I tend to lose interest after a bit. The dying, restarting, throws me. These are the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral. The furthest sectors from the capital that there are. If there's ever a wasteland in the Empire, this will be it. Strange, not picking up other Omnis. Even out here, I should be picking up dozens of them. It's a bit dangerous if the Omnis can be sense each other from such great distance. Well, it does sound like a security flaw. Like, if this station isn't even allowed to send a message, why would they be allowed to sense each other? If an Omni was compromised, it would reveal the station. And can someone track the message being sent? Let's try not to overreact, machine. It's probably nothing. The Empire has run falsely for how many years now? 700. And it'll do so for hundreds more. Now, come on. Let's take a look around. Point of interest. Omni Forge, Anomaly. Anomalies is signal to risk events you'll encounter, often very positive or very negative outcomes. We'll know which type of event it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Omni Forge, trading beacon, ground signal, point of interest. Ground signal over here. Battleship wreckage. Takes one Neo N to get over here. Trippy. What do we have here, Lieutenant? It appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery, sir. It's a Neo N hypercube. Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutrinium? Yeah, that is an N. Neutrinium from nearby stars. Interesting, if not downright bizarre. This cube is connected to the fold net. What could that be, and why aren't there hypercube Omnis trying to reconnect it as I speak? Ask Caliban for explanations. Certainly things are still blurred to me, machine. Certain things are still blurred to me, machine. What do you want to know, Admiral? Neo N. Tell me about Neo N. Hundreds of years ago, pre-Omni times, the first advanced machines discovered the existence of the final element, neutrinium, which exists usually but not always in stars. First advanced machines discovered the existence of final element neutrinium, which exists usually but not always in stars. Neutrinium is extremely volatile in its natural state, but these advanced machines stabilized and improved upon it, for the most powerful and long-lasting energy source yet. Neo-neutrinium, or Neo-N. Neo-N in turn allowed the first machines to create even more advanced machine, the Omni, an acronym for Omni Mechanical Neo-N Intelligence. I thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis. And he did. You're absolutely right, but technically it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to the creation of Neo-N, invented the Omnis. Neo-N, in its refined state, is a perfect energy source, stable and almost boundless in its energy yield. The result, it's used in just about all Omnitech as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. So they've stagnated greatly. Lastly, what's important about Neo-N is that our very own battleship, the NS Odysseus, uses it. And without it, we can't go anywhere. What do you want to know, Admiral? Fullnet. Tell me more about the Fullnet. As you probably recall by now, Admiral, the Omnis invented and managed Imperial tech more or less since the dawn of the Empire. The Fullnet, arguably the greatest achievement, forms the backbone of the Empire. Think of it as a global galactic network, allowing instant data and or matter transmissions through its numerous interconnected folders and beacons. Without the constant vigilance and management of Fullnet Omnis, none of it would be possible, and humanity will live in a fragmented, chaotic darkness. Needless to say, it's important. Folders. Folders. Let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that you could possibly understand. In the early days of the Empire, at a speed of 100 times at the speed of light, the Interstech offered the fastest space travel available. It was fast, don't get me wrong, but traveling from cluster to cluster could still take decades. To assist the Empire administration, and just because we could, Omni's invented means to travel from 2 points in space simultaneously. The folders. Indeed, each folder, several kilometers across, is linked or paired with another folder through a process of... This is going to be really difficult to explain to a non-quantum computing entity. Essentially, all you need to know is that these paired folders collapse or fold space for very brief moments, so as to join the 2 points in space previously unjoined. So I guess it's take a cloth fabric doubled in half temporarily, passing the needle through one bit into the and out through the other, then you unfold it. Without folders, Oberon could have never grown his empire, nor kept it together for the 700 years that he has. Each folder is run by an Omni. These Omnis are commonly known as folder Omnis. Without them, the folders simply cannot work. Lastly, in order to reach Elysium, the Emperor's capital on our journey will have to use several folders. Well, why can't we just teleport to Elysium directly? We are deep in the Outer Rim. A few folders paired with Elysium will only be found in very important hubs. We'll need to reach those first. Beacons. What? Full-net beacons. The beacons, which we'll most likely encounter on our journey, function as repeaters, amplifying all full-net data transmission throughout the clusters. Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here in the Outer Rim, and for all intents and purposes socially and culturally relevant, to receive and send information in the galaxy instantly. Oberon believes that everyone has the right to instantaneous information and materials in his sectors. Quite debatable, if you ask me. Okay. The Interstech? I don't know how to say it. Interstech is another Omni-invented tech, one of the first great inventions, and one developed long before folders. With their interstitial tech, I don't know how to say these, tech, the Omnis create an empty space dimension between the ones you know, what we call tunnel, where the universal light speed behaves, let's say, differently. In an interstitial tunnel, it's possible to reach up to 100 times speed of light, speed that allows your kind to colonize their nearest stars. However, interstitial travel still has limitations. For example, at this speed, it will take you 750 years to reach from one end of the Empire to the other, a period of time greater than the age of the Empire itself, hence the need for folders. However, the Interstech is sufficient when traveling intra-cluster and within that cluster sectors. Beautiful. Let's get started, so. That's enough for now. Send a small team. Captain Lynch, form a small squadron. Fly around the cube and tell me what you see. On it, sir. The Omni was right. The Omni was right. The cube is connected to Fullnet. By the looks of it, has been connected in years. There's a guess here, but I'd say it's been disconnected for maybe 10, 15 years. 10 or 15 years. At least, sir. Could the Emperor have, I don't know, disconnected on purpose? I don't think so, Admiral. I'm not a cube Omni myself, but cubes are complex tech needing constant supervision. Disconnecting it will make that all but impossible. And the Neo-N levels? Empty, sir. There's no Neo-N here whatsoever. Looks like whatever came before us took all of it. It won't be filling here. Reserves might be empty, but there could be some still residual Neo-N coursing through the cube. We should be able to unlock this final restraint so that we can scavenge the leftovers. Won't be much, but it will help our efforts. There. We should be able to scavenge Neo-N fuel here now, but there'll be lots of it in this cube. All sons have a Neo-N cube where you have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. Beautiful. actually, no. I want to deploy Daniel to there. Sir, battleship, 12 o'clock. What kind of battleship, Lieutenant? Couldn't say, sir. I've never seen a ship like this in all my service. Coming transmission. Incoming. An Imperial battleship made from Tech. My mouth is watering. This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, Captain. This is Imperial Sector you find yourself in. Imperial Sector. That's funny, Imp. The battle's imminent. Good luck, Captain. Admiral. You can deploy officers during fight. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. Officers also repair critical effects sustained by any system. There are 3 systems. Squadron, hull, weapon, and hull. Be careful where you deploy your officers. Squadrons are essential to protect your battleship and to destroy the enemy. Deploy your squadrons, click the plus on them to dock. For now, your second dock will be locked until you learn the basics. Use your weapons gain decisive advantage in battlefield. Weapons can be deployed by clicking that. Your neocom can accelerate your thoughts to the point where time appears totally still. Press space to enter or exit from pause. And it reminds me, I remember reading the manga All You Need Is Kill. It's based off a Japanese novel by the same name, and is what the Tom Cruise movie Edge of Tomorrow or Live Die Repeat is based off of. And one of the guys the main guy in it since he's Live Die Repeating, he gets tons of training during it, and is actually, for him in a fight, when he's in a fist fight in the canteen, time slows to a crawl. It's not that, it's just him perceiving it slower rather than him actually slowing time. He's not quite that magical. But I was actually thinking it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a mind over matter sort of thing, but you know, when you get training, your body's improving. But he's been sent back in time to a set period. Shouldn't all his improvements go away? Maybe psychologically he can carry some stuff over, but it's only within his mind, not physical improvements. Yeah, whatever. Don't know what they have. Massive damage for fighters, drones, frigates. Fine, go for a frigate. Should actually move them over to there. Don't have anything interesting to do with this. Maybe you can do it anywhere. I don't know. Whatever. I don't think I can use her Fran. I might just send her to thank you. They seem to be sending out drones, so we'll send out fighters. Send her out to repair. Fighter beats drone, drone beats frigate, frigate beats fighters. weapons ready to fire. Weapons are finished charging, is ready to fire. Click on it and choose target battlefield to deal damage to your enemies. Shoot the hull. Jesus. Fight report. Victory. Good job, Admiral. Here's some summary of the battle. Got 64 scrap. What was that thing? I don't know, Lieutenant, and I'm not sure I want to either. Why wouldn't you want to? Thing looks fucked. Probably shouldn't. Kinda need to know more. Also, from the sounds of it, the Empire's already fallen, or is truly weakened. Imperial Outpost, sir. It seems abandoned. Any heat signatures? Not a single one. Seems empty of all human life. What about an Omni Presence? They should be here managing the station now. They should, and no, I'm not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger. What can you tell me about this outpost? Seems to just be your run-of-the-mill Imperial Outpost, Admiral. There are outposts in all Imperial sectors. But the capital East seems so far away to keep the peace and maintain order. You must show your military might, so you don't have to use it. I believe it's thinking. There's definitely no military might here. Send a team of commandos. Captain Lean, form a small team and check it out. You got it, sir. If there is any here, we want to go in quiet. Sir, the outpost is empty. Seems it was banned years ago. I've had to guess probably around the time that hypercube back there was disconnected from the fold net. I think this is a roguelike. Yeah, they made phrasing that sounded like it. You have to get, good commander DNA from runs or whatever. I have to eat a lot of bad curries. Looks like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, UN encapsulators, positronic chips, and left the rest behind. Scavenging Omni parts? Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One the Pragma execute you for. The Pragma execute you for. Hold on, sir, I'm getting transmission. My commanders have found something in the Omni. Attack from top to bottom. Is it functional? That's a negative, sir. It was in a lower level. I guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed high clearance to get in. Admiral, I can examine it from here if the captain plugs the data pad into the exosoc. Sure thing, Omni. Okay, accessing the Omni's mainframe. And strange. Its exoframe is perfectly intact. There's plenty of Neo-N, and its positronic chip seems to be in place. Should be up and running. I don't get it. An idea when it shut down? According to its chip, 20 years ago. Roughly the time the hypercube was unlinked from the full net. What do you want to do about this outpost? Try to make contact. 10, see if you can make contact with someone human not inside. Of course I will. Sorry, sir, if there's anyone inside, they're not answering. I have some questions, machine. Can you reactivate it? Can you reactivate the Omni Cowban? Fortunately, no. Only Omni owners can do that. Besides, this Omni isn't just in sleep mode. It's been shut down. Positronic chip? Another Omni invention, I'm guessing? Actually, no. They kind of invented this, as incredible as that is. Specifically, Emperor Oberon. The positronic chip serves several purposes. One, it contains the Rubicon, and two, it dictates Omni functionality. My functions are specific to Gehenna, and as such are different from the functions of other Omnis, whether it be Imperial Outpost Omnis, like the Omni here, Folder Omnis, Cube Omnis, Medical Omnis, Teacher Omnis, or the hundreds of other kinds of Omnis that exist in the Empire. Honestly, the positronic chip gives Omnis quantum computing capabilities, allows us to be so much smarter than you. Positronic chips are produced and distributed in your Elysium. Of course, that's by design so that Oberon can closely monitor the positronic quota. Simply put, without a positronic chip, an Omni is little more than its exoframe. Quota. quota. So, yes, so as to maintain perpetual harmony in the Empire, Oberon created a quota. Depending on your house and whether it's minor or major, you receive a certain number of chips every 10 years. You receive the most chips. House Talos, of course, Oberon's house, our house. And the fewest. 100 minor houses. Vocali. They have a pitiful quota. Embarrassing, really. I'd hate to be in a Vocali Omni. Tell me about the Rubicon. The Rubicon is a set of rules enforced at a very low level, ensuring that Omnis don't harm humans and don't deviate from their missions. Suppose an Omni displayed its Rubicon, what would happen then? Well, that is quite rare. Fortunately, there are examples of this occurring in the early days, but if it happens, a chip would deactivate a trigger self-determination feature in the Omni. Omni Suicide. It's just a feature, Admiral. A rarely activated feature. And different but new one? No. Good time to take a break, I agree. Okay, Monsieur, I'll admit it. Something is wrong, at least in the outer rim. I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship's heuristics are detecting an anomaly at our next destination. Kinda didn't do anything about that station. Could have scavenged the shit out of it. Another one of these. It's one of those creatures again, sir. Maybe this one will be friendly. Nice ship you got there. I'm gonna enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies. You're going down, whatever you are. Each squadron type, fighter, drone, and frigates, drones, and fighters. Ugh, what a momento.